Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the Gus here in Waupun as we get ready for some, not championship, but undefeated teams are here playing for the spot to move to tomorrow. They both will be playing tomorrow no matter what, but one wants to go in undefeated, and because if you have a loss, then you're playing in an elimination game between Watertown post 189 and Beaver Dam is post 146. Don't think the Watertown, yes they did, Watertown Storm is their nickname, and Huracan is, Beaver Dam, I don't have a nickname for the Beaver Dam. Yeah, I know, they have White Construction, but that doesn't sound very good as a nickname. So what are they, the Constructors? I get that they have a sponsor in White Construction, and we want to thank them for constantly doing that. But if anybody knows if that Beaver Dam has a nickname, I haven't picked it up the whole tournament, so I apologize for that. Please go ahead and type that in the chat. Leading off here for Beaver Dam in the top of the first inning is going to be number 15, Kyler Keel. He's going to be pitching tonight, and on the mound for Watertown is Wraithley. He's the pitcher, and behind the plate is Hurtgen. Wraithley fires that first pitch in there at 7:03. I got 70 degrees on my computer here. It says mostly cloudy or partly sunny. Does that work for you? Okay, partly sunny. Let's go on the positive side. 1-1 is the count now to Keel. See if all three cameras will keep working for this game. Right down the middle for a strike. 1-2. To Kyler Keel, who will be pitching. Here comes the pitch from Wraithley. Outside, makes it 2-2. Here comes the next pitch. Strike three, looking. Is the first out, so a good start for Wraithley. Kyler Keel kind of got caught by surprise. Brings up number 2, the catcher for Beaver Dam post 146, Braden Strakota. Strike one into Strakota. Both of these teams undefeated, giving them a good chance, if the winner is going to have a good chance to move on to the championship game. Potentially on Monday. I don't know how they couldn't make it. Is there a way they can't make it, Bobby?
The winner of this game?
Yeah. No, the winner should make it to Monday for sure. So 1-2 to Strakota. If he fouled off that last pitch. Here's the next pitch. In tight. 2-2. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast here on the live stream. For those that couldn't make it, please make sure that you share that link. Oh, Strakota wears one in the back. That was a hard plunk. I hope that he's okay. As he trots down to first base, he really took one in the back. Asking for some time to get stretched out. Yeah. Drilled right in the middle of the back, right between the shoulder blades. Still's trying to stretch it out, fire back, diving in is safe. Boston Damon now up to bat number 5. He's the shortstop here for Beaver Dam. Strakota with a good lead. Hit down the ground to the shortstop. Fielded, flipped to second, trying to get there to turn it. No, good hustle by Damon to hustle down the line to break up. Fielder's choice. Second out goes to the shortstop, flipping it to second. And Boston Damon is over at first on the fielder's choice. Here comes the pitch again. Hit hard right at Wraithley. Good reactions there. Fires to one as that's Jarek Westover, and he gets the out. for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one stranded. After 1/2 inning, your score is 0-0. We'll be back. 12 pitches for the pitcher. Welcome back here to the Gus. Bottom of the first inning on defense. Let's set that for you. Beaver Dam on the mound is Kyler Keel. Behind is Braden Strakota as the catcher. Hartman is at first. Jilka is at second. Damon is at short. Westover is at third. George, who's being DH'd for, is in left. Freund is in center. And Aiden Root is over in right. Coming up to bat is Matthew Hammond. He is the left fielder. Jacob Hurtgen in the center fielder is on deck. Both of these teams so far are undefeated. 2-0. The winner's going to be 3-0 and set themselves well for Monday. Keel comes in and fires a strike right off the bat. Let people know out there that they can hook into this live stream and watch this game. And ball 1-1. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Who's your favorite team? I'd like to have that information out here as well. Put it in the chat. The kids go back and watch it. 2-1. Here comes the next pitch. 3-1. Keel a little bit low. Here comes the next pitch. In there for a ball and gets on base with a base on balls. Brings up Jacob Hurtgen. Throw back over right away by Keel. Both of these teams were pretty aggressive that we saw on the base pads. Left-handed hitter number 32, Hurtgen, is the center fielder. Here's the pitch in a little bit low and inside for a ball. Here's the next pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Two teams get here by playing some good, solid baseball, and that's what they've done. Again, is also being very aggressive. Ball 2, 2-1. Do you have the chart there? I can't remember what the scores were for the first couple of games. Looked like he had them picked off over there at first. I didn't flip it. Thank you. Going to be hit out into center field, right and left center for the first base hit. Trying to get to third. He should be dead. To rights. He is. He's out. And a nice play there by the defense. In Freund to fire it in over to Westover at third. So a single for Hurtgen. Thrown out on the throw. A nice play there. 8-5 on the first out. So the lead runner is nailed. Here comes the next pitch from Keel. Ball on the outside. Kelvin Hurtgen is at bat. Let's talk about how these teams got here. So Watertown beat Horicon 6-3 in the opening game, and then they beat Kettle Moraine just this morning 14-2. Beaver Dam beat Mayville 8-1, and then they beat Hartford 6-2, I believe the score was with Hartford. I'm not 100% sure on that. I can't remember. Should be in the book there. Here comes the pitch by Keel. Hit hard. What was it? 6-3. Nice base hit again for Hurtgen. Runners at first and third now for Watertown with only one out. A nice base hit. Brings up Nolan Mice. Keel from the stretch. Fires. Runner takes off. They fire down. Don't get him. Coming right back at Strakota, and he's in safe. The run scores. Stolen base, and on the throw, he comes back in and scores the run. Base hit to right. That's going to have a chance to score another run. Coming all the way in, cut off. And that's going to be scoring another run for Hurtgen. Base hit to Mice brings in another run. He's got first baseman Cameron Crowns. 3 straight hits here for Watertown. First pitch into Kranz is a strike. Cameron Kranz is the first baseman. Throw over. Almost got Mice wrong-footed, but he dives back in and is safe. Such quick action here. I can't flip back and forth between the cameras, and I guess that's okay because you're not missing anything as long as I leave it on the plate. Here's the pitch. Takes off. Strakota fires down. Almost gets him. Didn't slide in there. Mice with a stolen base. So once again, this is what Watertown's MO was. Very aggressive on the bases. Make sure they get out of the force as much as possible. 1-1 with one out. Hit over to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Damon. Fires, gets the out, but the runner advances to third. So brings up, who's up next? Goldman, I thought. Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Thomas Goldman is up to bat. That's a strike. To Goldman. Here's the pitch. Foul. 0-2. Runner over at third base for Watertown, the Storm, from post 189. Keel stays in the stretch. Outside over to the second baseman. That's going to be flipped over. That's Jilka over to Hartman to get the out. But the damage has been done by Watertown as they score runs, 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and 1 left on. After 1 complete, Watertown post 189, the Storm 2. Beaver Dam post 146, 0. We'll be back for the top of the second. Welcome back here to the Gus. Wraithley on the mound again for Watertown. Delivers the first pitch in there for a strike to Beaver Dam's number 4, Jeff Freund. Pops that one up into the infield. The second baseman, Holland, is underneath it, and he makes the play for the out. Jake Jilka up to bat next for Beaver Dam. It's a second baseman. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike right off the bat for Keel. Oh, sorry, Wraithley. My apologies. Here's the next pitch. Slapped over to right for a base hit. That's the first hit of the game here for Beaver Dam. Runner on base. Trying to get something rolling here in the top of the second. Brings up Carson Franke. He's the DH. He's DHing for the left fielder, Leo George. Runner sitting over at first. Here comes the next pitch. Outside for a ball to Franke. Here comes the next pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Or sorry, 2-0 to Franke. Here's the next pitch by Wraithley. Ball 3. 3-0. 1 out. Runner over at first is Jake Jilka. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. Here comes your next pitch by Wraithley, ready to deliver. Right on the outside edge again, same exact spot. 3-2. Now to Franke. Jilka over at first. Good lead by Jilka. Dives back in. Just barely made it. So he had taken that extra step. Wraithley saw it, fired over. But a good job there by Jilka to dive back in. Here comes the next pitch. Wraithley fouled off there by Franke. Keeping things alive here for Beaver Dam. Post 146 here in the top of the second. Here comes the next pitch. Wraithley inside and plunks him on the shoulder. That's the second hit by pitch. So he's got great speed, but he ends up a little bit of a control issue potentially. So runners now at second and third. Brings up Blake Hartman, the first baseman. So 1 down here in the top of the second. It's the second person that Wraithley has hit. Pitch in there for a strike to Hartman. Sometimes you can play that to your advantage. Now people are a little bit more gun-shy sitting up there. Anything that's coming inside. Like that, tails right in for a ball. Big time tails in to the right-handed hitters. Going to tail away from the left-handed hitters. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 2. 1-2. Here's the pitch. On the outside for a ball. 2-2. Here's the next pitch. Hit on the ground to the shortstop, getting in the way, trying to front some interference. There's one net, and there's the double play once again for Watertown.
Into the 6-4-3 double play to retire the side. Meaning for Beaver Dam. No runs on a hit. They surrendered one after 1.5, 2-0. Watertown.
No runs on one hit,
Through 2.
no errors, and one left on for Beaver Dam. After 1.5 complete, your score is 2-0. Watertown Storm from post 189, leading Beaver Dam post 146. What was the pitches on that? 16, 28 total for Wraithley. We'll be back here for the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat here in the bottom of the second, leading off for Watertown Storm, number 11, Elliot Wraithley. 1-1 to Wraithley. Owen Walsh is up next. He's the DH. He's batting for Jack Holland, the second baseman. Fouls that one off is Wraithley. 1-2, so Kyler Keel ahead in the count. Number 6 hitter in the lineup. Number 7 hitter, sorry about that. Breaking ball doesn't come in quite enough. 2-2. So from what we've seen so far between these two pitchers, Keel's got that breaking ball, and Wraithley's got the tail. Swing and a strikeout for Keel. Wraithley goes down. Well, Keel got the strikeout. So did Keel strike out.
Number 23, Owen Walsh. Golaski on deck.
Brings up number 23, Owen Walsh.
Glad I don't get to hear say his name again.
Dominic Gerlowski is coming up next. Strike in there by Kyler Keel. Ahead of the count, 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Right on the outside edge, 0-2 to the DH. Here comes the next pitch. Right down the middle, blows it right past him for the second strikeout.
Number 2. Brings up right fielder, number 30, Dominic Golaski. Top of the order, Hammond up next.
Brings up number 30, Dominic Gerlowski. Gerlowski is the right fielder for the Watertown Storm. Here's the pitch. Inside for a strike.
Damn wrong inning.
Matthew Hammond is on deck.
Bat down there next inning.
Ooh, that looked good as that kind of tailed back, but a little bit low maybe. Ball 1, 1-1. With 2 down here for the Storm at bat. That's a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-1. Kyler Keel, the pitcher here for Beaver Dam, post 146. Right there for strike, 2-2, way ahead of Gerlowski. Here comes the pitch by Keel. Off the end of the bat, fouled off. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch by Keel. Oh, a little too high is the umpire. Is that Tim Bresser? That's ball 3. 3-2. Inside. Gets him looking for the strikeout right there. Nice pitch and a nice call for 3 strikeouts in a row. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left in. After 2 complete here from the Gus in Waupun, Watertown post 189 Storm 2.
36 total.
36 total.
Sure that's the second innings, man? Maybe. I was in the third inning, so I'm not sure. Hurry, Scott, get back.
We'll be back here for the top of the third. It's been a long day, so little chuckles for no reason. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We'll be back. Beaver Dam post 146 comes up to bat.
I kind of
Welcome back here to the Gus. Leading things off for post 146 from Beaver Dam is going to be Aiden Root, number 9 hitter, and then it'll be the top of the order. Here's the pitch from Wraithley on the outside there for a strike.
messaged me and I had fallen asleep. That was just a picture of bear.
No, but I thought you typoed.
Fouls that one off.
I never looked at the picture. I just looked at the picture.
0 and 2.
Weird. LOL. I'm like, it's like, no, you said put bear. I just figured typo.
Here comes the next pitch
I probably would have looked at it.
to Root. Fights that one off. It's a little grounder over to the second baseman. He fields it and flips it to first. So that's Holland to Kranz for the out.
Good grounds to second for the first out. Brings up top of the order pitcher. Kyler Keel. Strakoda.
1 out. Brings up the top of the order, number 15, Kyler Keel. Braden Strakoda on deck. Keel went down looking in the first. Saws that one off of the handle, dropped there, but picked up by Wraithley to get the out. 1-3 on the putout for the second out.
Brings up the catcher. Brady.
Brings up Braden Strakoda. Strakoda was hit by pitch. A little bit low, ball 1 to Strakoda. His second at bat here. First at one is hit by pitch. Right in the middle of the back. Here's the next pitch. Hit over to the right side. Fielded there by the first baseman, Kranz. He takes it himself and steps on it. For the third out.
First to retire the side in the inning for Beaver Dam.
No
No runs, no hits.
runs, no hits, no errors.
2-0.
After 2.5, 2-0.
6 pitches for Wraithley.
6.
4 total.
34 total pitches for Wraithley. We'll be back for the bottom of the third. Watertown post 189 Storm with a 2-0 lead over Beaver Dam, and they're coming up to bat. Welcome back to the Gus. Coming up to bat here in the bottom of the third. Leadoff hitter Matthew Hammond. And then Jacob Herkin.
Leading off for post 189 at the bottom of the third. Top of the order, left fielder Matthew Hammond. Hurchin on deck.
Here comes the pitch. First one is outside for a ball to Hammond. Hammond had reached on a base on balls and then ended up getting thrown out at third. Fouls that one off. 1-1. Here's the next pitch. Ball low. 2-1 to Hammond. Kyler Keel, the pitcher here for Beaver Dam. Next pitch. Hit hard over there between the shortstop and the third baseman for a single.
Hammond reaches on the leadoff single with the center fielder Jacob Hurchin. Kelvin.
Brings up Jacob Hurchin.
40. Wasn't ready for that. That means they got a different number. Woohoo! Yep.
Hurchin had a single the first time and scored. Ball inside. Again, Watertown is usually pretty aggressive on the bases. I'm surprised that Hammond didn't already take off on that first pitch. Here comes the next pitch. Takes off. Here's the throw down by Strakota. Oh, he would have had him if he would have tagged, but he didn't. Stolen base for Hammond. 1-1 is the count to Hurchkin. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 1-2. Here comes the next pitch in. Ahead in the count.
You could, or just some of those the rubber pieces that go into the slots. Just put a piece of tape.
Here's the next pitch. Hit over to the second baseman. Staying with it is Jilka. He fires over to first to get the out. But the runner advances to third, is in better scoring position than before.
Yeah.
So 44 pitches. So what? I'm not sure why he's doing that.
Because he only has 1 day rest, so he's available for Monday.
Oh, okay.
Probably the starter on Monday.
But I thought, isn't it over 30 he has to?
That's 0 days.
0 days. That's 0. He's got 1 day off now. He won't pitch tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So they're saving him to pitch on Monday. Okay. I understand. So he's confident that he's going to make it to Monday.
Play, but it's kind of a meaningless game in a way.
Looks like number 2 came in and
Well, Beaver Dam, if they lose this one and they lose tomorrow, they're out.
Yeah.
So he's assuming that he's going to win tomorrow. We'll be back as the new pitcher's warming up. I see. Gotcha. Okay. Here's the pitch by Strakota. Popped up. Trying to go after it. Gets there. Makes the snow cone catch. Good catch there by Strakota to get the out for the second out.
Toss to the pitcher for the second out. He's up shortstop, Nolan Mice. Round up now.
Brings up Nolan Mice. Mice had a single in the first. So keeps the runner over at third. Here comes the pitch. Strike by Strakota. Franke moved to catcher. Still trying to figure out where Keel went. See if we can get that rolling here. 1-1. Looks like he's in center. So is that Freund to move over to take George in left? 1-1. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. Braden Strakota dealing. Coming in relief. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. To Nolan Mice. 1-2 with 2 outs. Watertown 189 with a 2-0 lead. Breaking ball in there. Nice pitch. Almost got him to chase. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit off to the right side. Root ends up letting it drop, and that's going to score a run. Nice job there by Mice to fight that one off and push it to the right side. And he gets his second single and an RBI. As Hammond comes in and scores, making it 3-0. Next pitch in there by Strakota to Cameron Kranz is in there for a ball. Mice is over at first. Here's the pitch. Takes off. Franke fires. Just didn't quite get it there in time. Stolen base. 2-0. So Mice is over at second for Watertown. Kranz takes the ball. Here's the left-handed hitter. Hit to the shortstop last time. Strakota fires a little bit low. 3-0. Here comes the next pitch. On the outside for a ball and walks him. Plenty of room. So runners now at first and second for Strakota. Pitch outside for a ball. Thomas Goldman, the third baseman. Here comes the pitch from Strakota. Little bit low for a ball. 2-0. Next pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. 2-1. Watertown with a 3-0 lead. That's going to be popped out of play for a foul ball. 2-2 on the count. Here comes the next pitch by Strakota. Fires it in there. Off to the right side. Aiden Root grabs it and gets the out. One run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left on. After 3 complete here, 3-0. 18 pitches for Strakota. And Keel exited with 44, which means he'll be available to pitch on Monday if Beaver Dam is able to get there. After 3 complete, 3-0, Watertown post 189, the Storm ahead of Beaver Dam post 146. We'll be back for the top of the 4th. Welcome back here to the top of the 4th. Leading things off for Beaver Dam post 146. Number 5, Boston Damon. Here's the next pitch in low from Wraithley. Ball 1. One and one to Boston Damon. Here's the next pitch by Wraithley in the dirt. 2-1. Inside, 3-1. 4. Sorry about that. I missed one.
Draws the leadoff walk, brings up third baseman Jarek Westover.
Base on balls.
Was that 4 pitches or was that 5?
I thought it was only the 4th, but I could have missed something looking at my phone, so.
I don't think he ever threw a strike, did he? Did he hit a full ball?
I don't know.
We're gonna go with 3-1. That's what Mike had on the board. So
Yeah.
That's not me anymore.
that's what I had.
Oh. Strike 1 here to the next hitter. That's going to be Jarek Westover.
I'm clearing my ends of that.
1-1.
I confused somewhere. I'm gonna trust you guys. I thought I was spot on.
Yeah, I thought you were too, so I had 3-1. Here's the next pitch on the outside for a ball. 2-1. Next pitch coming in, fouled off there by Westover. 2-2. Next pitch, outside. Makes it a full count to Westover. Runner sitting over at first in Boston Damon. Respecting the arm of the catcher. I mean, they haven't tried to take a stolen base yet. Slapped there by Westover, which is surprising because they were running all over the other catchers the first two games. Keeps the count at 3-2. Nobody out. Beaver Dam post 146 trying to get something going here, get something on the board. Here's the pitch in the dirt and draws the walk. Runners at first and second.
Left fielder Jeff Freund. Jump on there.
Want lights on after this? Probably not a good idea.
Here's the pitch. Bunt opportunity here by Jeff Freund.
Huh? I would, yeah. You got some reason to go away yet anyways? Oh, we gotta wait till the bottom half, right? Yep.
0-1 to Freund. Here's the next pitch. 1-1. Runners at first and second for Beaver Dam. They've got something cooking here with nobody out. Next pitch a little bit low. 2-1. Ball threes, a little bit off the plate. So umpire behind the plate has got a little tighter strike zone than what we've seen so far throughout the rest of the game. But he's been very consistent in this game. So
50-50 at Eldora.
here's the next one. And a walk is issued.
$3,000.
And bases are now loaded.
Local bases. Brings up second baseman Jake Jelka.
Jake Jilka. So they decided to take a little players meeting with the coach. And we'll be back as soon as the meeting's over. Welcome back. Coming up to bat is number 3, Jake Jilka. In there for a strike for Wraithley. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Jilka stepping out, getting a sign from the coach. Down at third. Here's the pitch. On the outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are full of Beaver Dam post 146ers. Here comes the next pitch from Wraithley. Hit up the middle. Gets there for one out. Safe. Oh, out at first, but the run scores. Double play flipped there, 6-4.
Double play for the first 2 outs.
4-3.
Brings in a run. The catcher, Carson
Double play.
Hartman on there.
Runner still over at third base in Westover, but they scored the run, 3-1.
What is it, Steve?
Carson Franke. Ooh, gets drilled. Wraithley, it's the third person he's hit by pitch.
Rocky Ridge is on that by pitch.
Now has runners at the corners for Beaver Dam. Brings up number 22, Blake Hartman. 2 down on the double play. Beaver Dam has got on the scoreboard. Takes off. Hurtgen is going to fire at him. Hops and catches him, and the run is going to score. And brings it down to 3-2. And a stolen base
Steele brings in a run.
for Franke. I didn't see what he called it. Yep, strike. 1-1. That was the first pitch to him. 0-2. 0-2 with 2 outs. Fouls that one off to stay alive. Wraithley ready to deliver because Beaver Dam has done a good job. That one bounces in the dirt, and they're going to get the runner over to third. Really in scoring position now if Hartman can figure out a way to get on. 1-2. Here's the next pitch. And gets him swinging for the strikeout. For the third out in the inning. 2 runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 3.5 complete, your score is 3-2. 6-0 through 4. So 26 pitches in that inning for Wraithley. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 4th, where Watertown seeing if they can answer Beaver Dam here at the Gus in Waupun. 16U championship side of the baseball game, of the tournament. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th, coming up to bat number 11. The pitcher for Watertown 189, Elliot Wraithley, fouls that one off. Braden Strakota still on the mound for Beaver Dam. 0-1 is the count. Here's the next pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. Beaver Dam did a nice job storming back here in the top of the 4th. See if Watertown can answer. It's hit hard in between shortstop and third for the base hit. Comes right back as Watertown in answering and gets Wraithley on the bases. Currently the pitcher right now for Watertown. Brings up Owen Walsh. Strike to Walsh on the inside.
No, you got lucky. It just made it. The guy before the mess got out.
Here's the next one. Strakota steps off, fires it over to Hartman to force Wraithley back. Here comes the pitch by Strakota. Runner takes off. That's going to be foul off to the right side. Not sure, no play. 0-2.
Damn it. It's not me. How much?
That's the second time. Here comes the pitch.
Just text me when you get back or whatever.
Fly ball off to the right side. Aiden Root makes the play out there. Off to the right side. Right field for the out.
For the first out, brings up right fielder Dominic Gerlowski. Top of the order, Hammond.
Brings up Dominic Gerlowski. He's the right fielder. Still have Wraithley over at first. Takes off. Franke fires it down. This time he's got it there way too much over the top. Stolen base for Wraithley. Strike was thrown in there to Gerlowski. Here comes the next pitch. Ball on the outside. 1-1 to the number 9 hitter for Watertown, and then the top of the order. Here comes the pitch. Ball on the outside. 2-1. Here's the next pitch. Hit over to the right side. Foul. 2-2. Two and two to Gerlowski. Here's Strakota ready to deliver. Here's the pitch. Just on the outside. 3-2. Full count. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. That's when he popped out of play. We'll start it all over again on the full count. Wraithley sitting over at second for Watertown. Here's the pitch. Hit over to Aiden Root over his head. And that's going to score one run, and that might be a triple coming in here for Gerlowski. They hold him at 2, and the run scores, and another one come back for Watertown.
Gerlowski's double brings in a run.
4-2. A nice hard hit ball over the head of Root. So runner still over at second. Run scored. That's popped out of play for a strike. To the leadoff hitter, number 12, Matthew Hammond. Reached on a base on balls and a single so far. Here's the pitch by Strakota. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Here's the next pitch by Strakota. Hit hard. Left center. Hit all the way back to the fence. He's going to see if he can stretch it into a triple. Here comes the play. He's out at 3. But the run's going to score. So a double and put out at...
Second RBI, the double gets thrown out trying to stretch it for the second out.
Second out on the play, 8-5 for the second out.
Center fielder Jacob Burchett.
Brings up number 32, center fielder Jacob Hurchin. First pitch there by Strakota's a ball. The next pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. So stretch that lead back out to 3 runs, 5-2 for Watertown. Nobody on the bases. It's a little flare to left. Fair ball. It's going to stretch that into a double. Here comes the throw. And he's in there safe.
2-0 double for Hurchin. Brings up the catcher, Kelvin Hurchin.
Brings up Kelvin Hurchin. He had a single in the first, flew out to the pitcher in the in the third.
What does Karen have for me for
2 outs.
$66? Really? That's all.
Giving him third base. They're going to call it as a balk that he was on the mound. So he's just asking for a clarification. Trying to figure out, because they had given the ball to the second baseman, and they were going to see if they could sneak getting the...
They got a hidden ball.
Yeah.
Well, time was out though. And you got to be within 5 feet of it.
Running backs is on the ball.
You got to be less than 5 feet away from the ball.
Okay. So now the runner is at third base on the block trying the hidden ball trick, and they weren't within 5 feet of the runner. More than 5 feet, right?
They have to be more than 5 feet
Okay.
from the runner.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Strakota comes back and throws a strike. Second one in there for a strike as well, fielded by the shortstop. Throws Damon. A good stretch there by Hartman to get the out. And the run does not score, so
Short for his time to side.
5-2.
In the inning for Watertown, they pick up a couple runs on 4 hits.
2 runs on 4 hits.
One.
No errors and 1 stranded
Watertown.
for Watertown.
2 pitches for
5-2, so they come back and get those 2 runs back to keep the lead at 3. After 4 complete, the score is 5-2. We'll be back here for the top of the 5th. Welcome back here to the Gus. Top of the 5th inning, leading things off here for Beaver Dam, number 10, Aiden Root. And then the top of the order. 5-2. Beaver Dam trying to manufacture some runs once again. In there for the second strike by Wraithley. Ahead of the count, 0-2. Here comes the next pitch. Strike 3. Looking.
It goes down looking for him. First out brings up top of the order. Center fielder Kyler Keel.
Brings up top of the order Kyler Keel. Keel has moved to center field after he started at pitcher, was pulled at 44 so he could pitch again on Monday. That first pitch is in there for a strike. Hits him right in the middle of the back. Hit by pitch again. Is that his fourth one he's hit so far?
Keel reaches on the hit by pitch. Brings up pitcher Braden Strakoda. Damon on deck.
Braden Strakoda now coming up to bat. Runner over at first. Outside for a ball.
I think you could have waited another inning in the lights. Pretty dark. No, it's good call. Good call.
Here comes the pitch by Wraithley on the outside edge for a strike. So Strakoda's been hit by a pitch. Franke's been hit by a pitch. Twice for Franke, and Keel's been hit by a pitch. So I got 4 hit by pitches. That's a ball to Strakoda. Here comes the next pitch for a strike.
Yeah. What do we got for Brewers game score?
Here comes the next pitch by Wraithley. Outside.
Time to bring Hader in there.
Full count now to Strakoda, who is the pitcher of record.
Yeah, we could lose by more though.
I would not be surprised if we're up to see Williams come in tonight.
I would hope so.
1 out. Here comes the pitch. Keel over at first. Fouled off by Strakoda.
They got Gustave warming up.
I thought we maybe needed starting pitching, but I think we still need some relievers.
Yep.
Keel over at first base.
Starting to like we said.
Wraithley ready to deliver for the pitcher of Watertown. Down the middle. Hit by Strakoda. And I don't know what happened to my camera, but ends up getting thrown out by the shortstop.
Second out brings up shortstop Boston Damon. Westover on deck.
6-3. Keel advances over to second base, where the second out brings up number 5, Boston Damon. Here's the pitch. Ball on the outside. 1-0. Keel over at second. In there for a strike by Wraithley, 1-1. Beaver Dam is seeing if they can answer one more time. Here comes the pitch. Ball low. 2-1 to Boston Damon. Here comes the next pitch. Ball 3. Beaver Dam trailing 5-2. Here's the pitch outside, and he's going to draw a walk.
Damon draws the walk. Brings up third baseman Jarrett Westover. Right on deck.
Brings up number 12, Jarek Westover, the third baseman. Now runners at first and second for Beaver Dam. Westover grounded out to the pitcher and reached on a base on balls. Strike.
Definitely hasn't called that one all day. He's got a little battery
Here comes the next pitch. Fouled off by Westover. 0-2 with 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Here comes the next pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-2. One and two with 2 outs. Wraithley delivers to Westover inside. Not by as much as Westover made it seem like. 2-2. Lights are coming on. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it a full count. Good job up there by Westover to battle. Get it full. Here comes the next pitch. Right down the middle, slapped out there, a little blooper out into left, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop to make the out.
That's what we found. The short three on the side. In the inning, 4 Beaver Dam, no runs, no hits. They strand.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on for Beaver Dam. After 4.5 complete, your score is 5-2. Wraithley with a total of 84. We'll be back. Welcome back here to the Gus. 5-2 is your score. Watertown post 189, the Storm with the lead over Beaver Dam. New pitcher coming in for Beaver Dam post 146 is going to be Blake Hartman. It's going to be pitching. Franke moves from catcher over to first, and Strakota comes back behind the plate. 1-1 from Hartman to the hitter for Watertown. Did they have to change jerseys?
This was 36. He did get a blood jersey.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's 25. Okay. So it's Nolan Mice. I thought that's who was up to bat. Hits one foul. Had to change his jersey. Normally he's wearing 36. Want to give a shout-out out there. Somebody had put in there, let's go Elliott. So I'm assuming they're cheering for Wraithley because that's the only Elliott that I saw. So thanks for putting that in the chat on YouTube. Go ahead and let us know who you're cheering for. If you see a good play, let them know. The kids like to go back and watch these videos and see what people have to say. Is it 2-2?
Did he? Outfielder misjudged that? He's shaking his head out there.
Here comes the pitch. Fouled off.
Oh, good route, Magellan.
2-2 is the count.
He's got 1 and 3.
2-2.
Got the right pitches. That's all we're worried about.
Right.
Count. Yep.
Here's the next pitch. Fouled off again.
It'd actually be like 2 and 5 right now if you want to do it that way. Didn't worry about that. We're just doing pitch counts on the scoreboard.
Here comes Hartman to Mice. Breaking ball. Nice pitch. Slow curved him, and that was a beautiful pitch by Hartman. On that 2-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. After Mice had 2 singles, was able to shut him down with a strikeout looking. Brings up Cameron Kranz, number 22. Hartman with a strike. Kranz grounded out to the shortstop and reached down and walk in the third. Here's the next pitch. Little bit high for a ball. 1-1. Post 189 with a 3-run lead here from the Gus on the winner's bracket side. In there for a strike for Hartman. 1-2. Here comes the next pitch. Down low, 2-2. To Cameron Kranz, the first baseman for Watertown. Here's the next pitch. Hit out to left field. Making the play after turning around is Freund. For the second out. Brings up number 21, Thomas Goldman, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Strike by Hartman. Here comes the next pitch by Hartman. In the dirt for a ball, 1-1. 2 down here for Watertown. Here comes the next pitch. In the dirt as well, 2-1. Here goes Hartman, ready to deliver. Strike. Gets it 2-2. Excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here, deuces are wild for Hartman, the pitcher for Beaver Dam. Here's the pitch. Outside. Full count. 3-2. Still 2 down. 2 runs scored here by Beaver Dam, so still got deuces wild up there. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Gets away from Strakota.
Reaches on the 2-out walk. Brings up the pitcher, Elliott briefly. Ball shot up.
Brings up Elliott Wraithley, still pitching here for Watertown. On the outside edge by Hartman for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-1 to Wraithley. Wraithley had a single in the fourth, struck out swinging, in the second. Pops that one right to the center fielder for the third out.
Wraithley lines the center to the title side. Inning for Watertown, no runs, no hits. Base ran to 1 after 5, 5-2.
No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody, or and one left on. After 5 complete, your score is 5-2. Watertown post 189 with the lead over Beaver Dam post 146. We'll be back for the top of the 6th.
It's green, you have a chance.
To that spot there.
But then Frankie would be out, right?
Frankie's out.
Yeah, he's re-entering as a starter, so it shouldn't be difficult, should it? From the offense to the defense position. Well, what about? No, he was defense from the start.
Welcome back here to the Gus. Just having a little conversation about a possible re-entry situation here. So we're just trying to figure it out so we get it right. While we're doing that, the hitter for Beaver Dam is number 4, Jeff Freund. 0-2 is the count to Freund. Strike 3 looking, goes down Freund
Goes down looking for the first out.
for the first out. Brings up number 3, Jake Jilka. Here's the pitch on the outside for a ball. 1-0. It's a good dilemma situation. I don't know how that is because they both are starters. Excuse me. Strike 1. One's a defensive starter, one's an offensive starter. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Here's the next pitch by Wraithley. Low, 3-1 now to Jilka. Here comes the pitch. And it's a strike. 3-2 to Jilka. Here comes the next pitch. Strike 3 looking for Wraithley here in the 6th. He's got 2 down by the strikeout. Brings up number 9, Carson Franke. In there for a strike.
In for 8 are perfect. I like it.
To Franke. Here's the next pitch. Inside, right on the inside of the plate. Coming back right after him, 0-2. Here's the next pitch. Inside for a ball. Going to say it hit him. was going to say that Frankie got hit, so he's hit by pitch. That's number 5 by Wraithley. Puts a runner over at first. Brings up number 22, Blake Hartman.
No, that's the home plate call.
Not sure I'd want Austin's opinion on that.
No. You shouldn't ask.
He shouldn't even appeal it because see, that's a home plate umpire. There's no way that the first base ump is going to hear it over the home plate umpire.
Just tell him I saw it hit him. I heard it. Heard it and saw it.
2 out still. Brings up number 22, Blake Hartman. Substitute courtesy runner? No. That's now he's re-entering Leo George, right, to run.
Re-entering the game, number 13, Leo George.
So George coming in to run and re-entering. Here comes the pitch. Blake Hartman up to bat for Beaver Dam post 146. That's a strike. Comes the next pitch by Wraithley. Hit hard by Hartman, but right at the shortstop for the out.
Hartman lines too short to retire the side. In the inning, 4 Beaver Dam, no runs. No hits, they strand 1 after 5
Sorry.
5-2. Watertown. 16 pitches for Wraithley. 100 for the game. 100.
100 for Wraithley, so you'll be able to come back in.
Puts on the glove, is what they're trying to say. They won't change it.
5-2 after 6.5 or 5.5 complete here from the Gus in Waupun. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th when Watertown comes back up to bat. Welcome back here to the Gus. Bottom of the 6th inning here. Watertown post 189. The Storm coming up to bat.
Yep,
What do you say?
Root is pitching.
Oh, yeah. No, I. Yeah.
Hartman exits with 22 pitches, now pitching for Beaver Dam.
Pitching for Beaver Dam is Aiden Root, number 10. First pitch is in there for a ball. Next one, ball 2. That's in there for a strike. 2-1 to number 23, Owen Walsh. Here's the next pitch. Strike in there by Root, 2-2. Five to 2.
Can't do that.
Here's the next pitch. Down low. Full count now to Owen Walsh, the DH for Watertown. Struck out and flew out to right. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to the right side, and that looks like that's going to be out of play. Next pitch. High, and ends up drawing a walk to start things off here for Watertown. Brings up Dominic Gerlowski. Gerlowski is the number 9 hitter, struck out and had a double. First pitch in there is a ball. Oh, a strike, sorry. Strike 2 for Root. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle with a breaking ball there for the strikeout. So Aiden Root gets the strikeout. For the first out, brings up top of the order Matthew Hammond. Ball 1 to Matthew Hammond, top of the order. Reached with a double and a single and a base on balls. It's been on all 3 times. Fouls that one off, makes it 1-1. Five to 2. Here comes the next pitch. Fouls that one off as well. 1-2 with 1 out. Root with a nice breaking ball here. Keeping Hammond a little bit off balanced. Still making contact. Here comes the next pitch. Breaking ball to the outside for a strikeout. Number 2 brings up number 32, the center fielder, Jacob Hurtgen. Here's next. Ball to start him off. Still have a runner over at first, and Owen Walsh. Timed by the hitter, left-handed, Jacob Hurtgen. In the dirt, gets away from Strakota, and that's going to allow for the runner to advance to take away the force and make it 2-0 to Hurtgen. Two down here for Watertown. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike on the inside, 2-1. Here's the next pitch. Inside, a little bit too tight this time, 3-1 to Hurtgen. Three and one with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Back to a full count. Owen Walsh sitting over at second base. Here comes the next pitch. And it's high. Runners now at first and second. Brings up number 16, Calvin Hurtgen. Hurtgen with a single, and then he flew out to the pitcher and grounded out to the shortstop. That was just a little bit low for a ball. Here's the next pitch. Hit hard, but right at the left fielder who reaches up. That's George, who just came back into the game. Reaches up and gets the fly ball to get the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. After 6 complete, your score is 5-2. Watertown post 189 leads Beaver Dam post 146. We'll be back here for the top of the 7th. Post 146 has to get those bats rolling. Top of the 7th here from the Gus on the winner's side here for 16U Regional American Legion play, Region 4. Root hits it over to the third baseman. Fair ball. Stretched out and he is safe. Good try over there. Great play by the third baseman. A good stretch and a throw by the first baseman. So that's Goldman throwing it over to Kranz, but good hustle by Aiden Root, who's the pitcher, to get things rolling here to get a infield hit. His first hit of the game. Brings up center fielder Kyler Keel. First pitch in there to Keel. It's a ball. That's 102, I think, for Wraithley. Fouls that one off to the right. It's 103 pitches, correct, for Wraithley? So he's got 2 more pitches left. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch on the outside edge for a strike. That's 104 right there. Here comes the next pitch to Wraithley. Breaking ball, hitting the ground. Turns the fire to second. He's out, but beat out by Keel. Gets down the line. So on the fielder's choice.
Keel reaches on the fielder's choice.
6-4, Root is put out. And that's going to do it for Elliot Wraithley. An incredible job here going. Since he started with 35 already, it's amazing that he was able to go this deep. We'll be back with the new pitcher coming in. Let's see who that is. See what other changes they make. So, looks like Wraithley. Okay, the DH is being removed. Got that. So going out to pitch is going to be number 23, Owen Walsh. He's got 1 out to work with while we're waiting for him to warm up. We'll be right back. New pitcher is going to be Owen Walsh coming in for Wraithley. Braden Strakota leading things off here. Ball on the outside. Here's the next pitch. Fouled off by Strakota, 1-1. So Kyler Keel sitting over at first. Owen Walsh. Here's the next pitch. Outside. 2-1. Beaver Dam's got to figure out a way to put 3 more runs across. They've only been able to put 2 in so far in the game. Here's the pitch. Hit. Grabbed by the pitcher. He's going to fire to second. Turn it. Got him out there, and that's going to do it a double play to end the game. One to 6. 6-3 to end it. On the double play. Good job there by Watertown defense. After, that's going to do it here for the game. Apologize for that. 5-2, Watertown is going to win. So Watertown will be playing at what time tomorrow, Bob? Yep. I think Watertown has the right-of-way, so I think they play at 4 o'clock, right? Or 1:30. Trying to see where we're at with the games for tomorrow. So Beaver Dam will be playing. Beaver Dam will be playing against Kettle Moraine tomorrow.
All right, so our bracket is set for tomorrow. Beaver Dam will play at 11 o'clock against Kettle Moraine. Watertown will play at 1:30 against Hartford.
Hartford versus Watertown at 1:30. Beaver Dam will be taking on Kettle Moraine at 11 for tomorrow. So we'll be back on the air to broadcast both of those games. It's an elimination game for Beaver Dam and Kettle Moraine. And it also is an elimination game for Hartford. So we'll be back here on tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast that we brought to you this weekend so far. We'll be back on air tomorrow. Thanks for listening. This has been Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. Take care. God bless. And I